Welcome, dear listeners, to Redemption in Amore, Chapter 3, A Glimmer of Hope. In this captivating chapter, we rejoin Richard on his arduous journey of healing and self-discovery. As he confronts the shadows of his past and makes life-altering decisions, a newfound sense of purpose begins to emerge. This is a tale of redemption, resilience, and the enduring power of love and transformation.
It was a day like any other, with the weight of my despair pressing down on me as I awoke. But this morning was different. Something within me had shifted, a subtle yet profound change that marked the beginning of my transformation. As I gazed at the empty bottles that had littered my room for far too long, a wave of clarity washed over me. I couldn't continue down this destructive path. The abyss that had threatened to consume me had grown wearisome, and I longed for a way out. In that moment, I recognized the need for change. I couldn't keep drowning my sorrows in alcohol, numbing the pain but never truly healing. The notepad, long forgotten, beckoned to me from its place on the shelf. It was time to put my emotions into words, to confront the demons that had held me captive. The decision to seek help, to claw my way back from the brink, took root within me. It was a daunting prospect, but I couldn't let fear hold me back any longer. There was a glimmer of hope on the horizon, and I was determined to reach for it, no matter how distant it seemed. It was a day like any other, yet unlike any before. The oppressive weight of my despair, a relentless companion for far too long, seemed to intensify as I awoke. The room was dimly lit, and the remnants of a wild night lay scattered around me like a battlefield of broken promises. As I lay there, tangled in a web of bedsheets and regrets, a peculiar sensation washed over me, a moment of startling clarity amidst the cacophony of my inner turmoil. It was as if a veil had been lifted, revealing the stark reality of my life. The abyss that had threatened to consume me for months had grown wearisome, its allure fading. My gaze drifted to the countless empty bottles that had littered my room, each one a testament to my futile attempts to drown my sorrows. I had long known that this path was unsustainable, a temporary escape that left me more desolate with each passing day. But on this morning, the realization struck me with a force I could no longer ignore. In that precise moment, as sunlight streamed through the tattered curtains, I recognized the desperate need for change. The abyss offered no solace, no redemption, only an eternal descent into darkness. I couldn't keep surrendering to the oblivion it promised. The notepad, a relic of better days, sat on a dusty shelf nearby. Its pages remained untouched, a testament to my emotional neglect. Yet, it beckoned to me, a silent invitation to confront the demons that had held me captive. It was time to put my emotions into words, to give voice to the pain that had long festered within me. The decision to seek help, to claw my way back from the brink, took root within me. It was a daunting prospect, for it meant confronting the demons I had long sought to bury. But I could no longer let fear paralyze me. There was a glimmer of hope on the distant horizon, a chance at redemption, at reclaiming the life I had lost. With newfound determination, I knew that this was the turning point, the moment when I would no longer be a prisoner of my own despair. The journey ahead was treacherous, but the first step had been taken, a step towards the light, towards healing, towards a future that held the promise of hope. The decision to change my life had taken root within me, and with each passing day, it gained strength. The first and most crucial step was to break free from the vice that had held me captive for far too long, alcohol. As I stared at the half-empty bottle on my bedside table, I knew it was time to bid farewell to this self-destructive companion. It had provided temporary relief, but its cost had become too steep. The numbness it offered was a poor substitute for the clarity I now sought. Quitting drinking was not a decision made lightly. It meant confronting the harsh reality of my emotions, facing the pain I had tried so hard to drown. Yet, I was determined to see it through. I poured the remaining contents of the bottle down the sink, a symbolic act of liberation. The days that followed were a battle against withdrawal, an agonizing struggle to break free from the physical and emotional grip of alcohol. The cravings were relentless, a constant reminder of the escape I had relinquished. But I clung to my newfound resolve, seeking solace in healthier alternatives. Support was crucial on this journey. I confided in a few trusted friends, sharing my decision to quit drinking and seek help. Their encouragement became a lifeline, a reminder that I was not alone in this fight. They stood by my side, offering strength when my own wavered. It was a difficult path, marked by moments of doubt and temptation. But as the days turned into weeks, I began to feel the physical and emotional weight of alcohol lift from my shoulders. With each passing sober day, the glimmer of hope on the horizon grew brighter. Quitting drinking was only the first step, but it was a monumental one. It was a declaration that I was no longer willing to be a prisoner of my own self-destructive tendencies. It was a step towards a healthier, clearer, and more purposeful future, one where the abyss no longer held sway over my life. With alcohol no longer a crutch, I sought new ways to heal my wounded soul. The next step on my journey toward redemption was the practice of meditation, a voyage into the depths of my own mind. Sitting in solitude, I closed my eyes and breathed deeply. Each inhalation carried with it a sense of renewal, while every exhalation released the pent-up pain that had festered within me. Meditation became my sanctuary, a place where I could confront my demons without fear. The practice was not without its challenges. My mind, accustomed to chaos, resisted the stillness. Thoughts of Natalie, of my daughter, and of the past crept in, threatening to overwhelm me. But I persevered, for I knew that within the stillness lay the potential for healing. As days turned into weeks, meditation became a daily ritual, a beacon of calm in the midst of life's storms. It allowed me to gain control over my racing thoughts, to find clarity in the midst of confusion. Through meditation, I began to untangle the web of emotions that had ensnared me. But healing required more than just a quiet mind. I knew that I needed to nurture my body as well. I embraced healthier habits, starting with regular exercise. The gym became my sanctuary, a place where I could channel my pain into physical exertion. The sweat that poured from my brow was a tangible symbol of my determination to change. Each push-up, each weight lifted, was a step towards reclaiming my body and my life. Physical exertion became a way to release the pent-up energy that had once driven me to self-destruction. In tandem with exercise, I adopted a healthier diet. Nutrient-rich foods replaced the empty calories of alcohol, providing my body with the sustenance it needed to recover. The act of nourishing myself became a metaphor for self-care, a reminder that I was worthy of love and healing. Meditation and healthier habits were not quick fixes, but they were essential components of my journey toward redemption. They offered me solace and strength, tools to combat the darkness that had once enveloped me. With each passing day, the glimmer of hope on the horizon grew stronger, a beacon guiding me towards the light. As weeks turned into months, a transformation began to take hold within me. The darkness that had once shrouded my life was slowly receding, making way for a newfound sense of purpose and determination. With each passing day of sobriety, I felt stronger, both mentally and physically. Meditation had become a cornerstone of my daily routine, allowing me to navigate the tumultuous waters of my emotions with greater ease. It was in those moments of stillness that I found clarity and rediscovered my own inner strength. The gym, once a place of solace, had now become a symbol of my resilience. My body, once weakened by self-destructive habits, was growing stronger with every workout. The pain that had once haunted me was now channeled into productive, healthy endeavors. But it wasn't just my body that was changing. It was my perspective on life itself. I had discovered a passion for filmmaking and storytelling, fueled by my love for YouTube. Despite the setbacks life had thrown my way, I realized that I still had dreams to chase. With a camera in hand and a heart full of determination, I embarked on a new journey. I poured my emotions into my YouTube channel, sharing my story with the world. It was a vulnerable act, baring my soul to anyone willing to listen, but it was also liberating. With each video, I found catharsis. I connected with others who had walked a similar path, and together, we formed a community of support and healing. The act of sharing my story became a beacon of hope for those who were still lost in the darkness. But there was another unexpected twist in my journey, one that would change the course of my life forever. In the midst of my transformation, I crossed paths with a woman named Mariana. Her presence in my life was like a breath of fresh air, a reminder that love and connection were still possible. Mariana had her own share of scars, her own battles with the shadows of the past. Yet, she radiated a warmth and kindness that drew me in. It was as if the universe had conspired to bring us together, two souls on parallel journeys towards healing and redemption. As I looked into her eyes, I saw a reflection of my own desire for a brighter future. She became a source of inspiration and support, a reminder that I was not alone in my quest for a better life. Together, we would navigate the challenges that lay ahead, holding onto the glimmer of hope that had grown stronger with each passing day. With newfound purpose, determination, and the support of a kindred spirit, I was ready to embrace the next chapter of my life, a chapter filled with love, healing, and the pursuit of dreams I had once thought were lost forever.
Thank you for joining us in Redemption in Amore, Chapter 3, A Glimmer of Hope. Richard's journey is a testament to the strength of the human spirit, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is the potential for healing and redemption. Stay tuned for the next chapter in his remarkable story, where love and hope continue to shine through the shadows. Until then, may your own journey be filled with moments of clarity and the unwavering belief in a brighter tomorrow.